Johnny the Archive, still rocking some A's. Gonna just go through a couple more bits. Very rare test pressing of the A Spectrum album. Patrick Adams produced, engineered by Bob Clearmountain, cousin. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Dirty Cash. It's what are you gonna do? I mean, it's big record. Somebody resampled it a couple of months ago, whatever. Clave Rocks Test Cousins. Hard to get. I've been separating the freestyle. I'm gonna do a whole show on freestyle talking about like the whackness and the different tiers of what was good and some of the people that are over the top about freestyle that need to be put in a straight jacket. I'm gonna get to that at some point, but this is a piece. When you see me showing you tests of freestyle, this is that top level. That's the upper tier. Like with or without you. I mean, that was Louis and Todd, I believe, and got the Ray Caviano handwriting on the back. That was a sleeping bag. Mother Goose, Andrew Dice Clay. Nice test of that. Jarreau album with the fucking Al Jarreau Up Morning and Boogie Down. Nice. We got by 1975. ABBA hits album, hard to get test. The Arrival, which is Dancing Queen, Money Money, knowing you, knowing me. Now, Astrid Gilberto. All right, nice piece right there, 1972. Another Alim. See, some of these things are out of order, so you'll see some of the things come in. There's the album, which has the jams on it. Love's on Fire, Confusion, and my jam, Fine Young Tender. Into Battle. All the noise, very confusing with these tests, man. It's like some say Into Battle, some say All the Noise album. It's the same thing. Kind of pisses me off, but it is what it is. That's the album. There's a Moments in Love test 12. That's beautiful. Look at those credits. That is beautiful. Two Turn On. See, we got more Alicia's coming in, which is hot. That's a test. We did a whole bunch of those the other day. This is another one of those dubs. I knew I had more. I don't know where the rest of them are, but I knew I had more of these one-sided. I also can't find the Ring Savage Lover. I know I had a lot of those. I only put one up. There are at least four of those. Don't know where they are. Into My Secret, more Alicia, to add to the Alicia stack. Jam right here, cousins. We did Alan Parsons before. This is the German pressing. Beautiful. 5 A-side Ace. For those who know that, that's the How Long album, cousin. And that's How Long. That's beautiful. Andre Gagnon, Imagination. Crazy UK test album. Beautiful. Major jams on that. Another one of my jams. I told you, You're the Only Woman, Biggest Part of Me, 180. Come on, Ambrosia. Light as a Feather, Azimuth, Cousins. That's a Jazz Carnival album. Very, very sought after. Johnny D. You Bring Me Joy, One Sided Anita, Same Old Love, One Sided Anita, Silver Shadow, UK 12-inch. Not a big fan of the 12-inch mix of this. The album version to me was the version. And I believe the album version is on this UK one. The promo in America has that weird edit. Didn't love it. What's wrong with this picture? Andrew Gold. Oh, what a lonely boy. Nasty. Test pressing. Alicia Bridges. Not a fan of this record. Never played it. Never will play it. Just that. I Will Survive. Disco Inferno. Like my needles don't really react well to those. But for the archive and for the history, how could JD not have it? You know what I'm saying? A Certain Smile. Astrid Gilberto with Walter Wenderly. There's two A-side copies. Another Angela Bofield, Something About You, produced by the brother narrator Michael Walden. Something About You, Break It to Me Gently, which is nasty. Just a beautiful piece right there. Time to Say Goodbye, man. That's a jam. I'm going to tell you a funny story about both Alicia Bridges and about Angela Bofield. When I was hanging out with Kenny and Louie a lot in studio, Louie was married to India at the time, and India and I would go into like the green room or whatever you want to call that room in the corner. Kenny and Louie be getting everything set with Dave Darlington, doing their magic with Steve Barker. And I usually Darlington was there a lot. And I remember there was that there was the and India and I would get deep into conversation. She'd be like smoking fucking trees, and I would just go in, and we had a real mutual respect for each other. And like I said, I was with Kenny and Louie a lot of the time at that point in my life, and they had just gotten a ridiculous amount of money to do a remix of I Love the Nightlife. Somebody came up with this idea to do a cover of that record for like the movie of The Last Days of Disco through Sony, which, I thought it was a catastrophic idea. I mean, how are you gonna I Love the Nightlife on the disco round, and it's 1998 or whatever the hell it was. So I'm in the green room. I'm in the whatever that back room is with India, and I'm talking to her, and Kenny and Louie are laying down this track, and all I'm talking about is how horrible. I can't stand the original Alicia Bridges record. Why the hell would they be doing it today? Blah 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 blah. Not even thinking that this is penetrating in her and everything else. She goes in the vocal booth. We walk back into the studio. I'm in the back where Kenny's doing the drums. Louie's in front of us with Dave Donald in front of the board. Indy is in the booth, and he plays the track. He hits the button, and she just looks at him, and she's not singing. And she just was like, Louie, I'm not feeling it. And he knew it wasn't that she wasn't feeling the track. She was no longer interested toward this record. So he turned around and looked at me. And if he could kill me with those eyes, he gave me a look, and he muted. He goes, all right, Indy, hold on, whatever. So he stopped, and he looked at me, and he was like, what did you say to her? I had to go and undo that. Naturally, she wound up singing it, and they did their thing. They got their money. God bless them. And but I thought it was a ridiculous idea. I thought the people at Sony were out of their mind with all the disco records. That why would you try to redo that at that point? Anyway, Johnny D Archive.